Hey guys, welcome to another edition of GamingNight. Just wanted to do a quick video and talk about another awesome board game in my collection. I am not sure if I've covered this one before, but we're going to talk about Rampage, also known as the Terror in Meeple City, for the remake of this. So, in Rampage, the object is to destroy buildings, eat the meeples that are in the city. So you have all these different colored meeples. They all represent different. You got the army men, the green. You got the businessmen. You got the heroes. The blondes, the women. You have the elderly. The journalists. Yeah, those are the different types of meeples we have in the game. So you have 6 different meeples, and you have your playing pieces here. These are your little standees. And they have like these are the little discs you'll flick on the board to move your characters around. And then you got vehicles that you can toss at other monsters or the buildings and knock them over. Then you have your little playing shields here that you will put your teeth, like 4 teeth you'll add to it, so you can have a total of 6 teeth. And for all the different teeth that you have, so if you have 6 teeth, you can eat 6 meeples if they're in the neighborhood that you're at and they're not touching the sidewalks of buildings. And you can also, this is where you keep all your stuff hidden from other players, the stuff you eat, so that the points you collect, so no one knows how many points you collected in the game. And then you got these little teeth here that are physical teeth that you will collect when you defeat your characters. And then you have special character cards right here, and they basically will tell you what your character's goal is. Like this one will get victory points for the most teeth collected for having, I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's worth every tooth you take out, you get 2 points. This one, you have the most red people eaten, you're gonna get 10 points. So it's a way to get victory points in the game, the characters. And you'll have a power that you'll have throughout the entire game. Like this one always lets you have 4 teeth, so you'll always have 4 teeth even if they get taken out. You can pull telekinesis. You can pull a vehicle from another area and toss it. So they got all these little neat little abilities that will help. And then you have a super secret power that you reveal, and then once you reveal it, it goes bye-bye. So let's see if I can. This one will allow you to move to another area. This one, you basically unleash it, and all characters will fall down. Who cut the cheese? There's a little humor there. And then this one lets you eat meeples that are on the runaway board. It doesn't say how many. I have to look at the rules, but then once you reveal it, you use it, and then it's gone. So there's that, and then you have the little building tiles. These are all the tiles, and this makes up the cities. And you got like a top, you got a outside, and then it basically puts the meeples in different spots on the board so that and the meeples basically hold the buildings up. So as you knock buildings down, you're basically scattering the meeples and stuff. It's really cool. And then the last part I'll show is part of the board, because it's a pretty big board. This is just a half of it, and then it makes up all the neighboring cities and stuff. So they're all color coded. But yeah, it's a really good, easy to pick up dexterity game. You take 2 actions, and then you will basically just go to town. I mean, there's a little bit of strategy involved, because you got to kind of learn how to, you want to basically collect sets of meeples. You need to have a complete set. So you have to have all 6 of the meeples to get 10 points. Or is it a point? I think it's 10 points per set, isn't it? Or something. 10 points for each set of 6 meeples you have. So you have each color. So basically, you're collecting sets. So you kind of want to have a strategy. You want to get the meeples and get a big diverse amount of them, but also you want to get the meeples of the color that you're trying to go for. So if you need to eat more reds than everybody else, you're going to be trying to eat more reds than everybody else, and as well as trying to get the sets completed. So the games usually get really close. You're usually off by a few points from each other, because there's so many ways to get points, and then there's also so much stuff going on, and you never know when the end game's going to trigger, because the end game ends when there's no more tiles left on the board. So once all the tile boards have been collected, so all the building pieces are collected, you get one final round to do everyone else gets one action to do something else, and then the end game triggers. So you could have a really quick game where you'll pick up a bus, flick it off your character, knock off 2 or 3 buildings in one hit. I mean, and then just rack up a lot of points by collecting those little building pieces. And then, so you're always the end game. You basically gotta basically strategize a little bit, so you can figure out where the points to get the most points. So if there's more people, the color you need to get in one area, you can use your move action to flick your guy over to that area, so you can eat those people at the end of your turn. You got a blow action where you can blow, you use your breath on the monster, and then you blow on the thing. You've got the demolish action where you can pick up your character, and you hover above the board and drop it on the building and smash the building. So there's different things you can do in the game. It's very quick. It's a lot of fun. It's very interesting to play. It's one of those. It's fun. It's one of those games you want to see. It's when you see it in action, you're gonna want to play it. But that's the back of the box. But yeah, the cover changed. But this was the original one. I'm surprised it even was allowed to come out as Rampage because of the Rampage video game that's out, and so they had to change it to Terra Meeple Studio, but I got the original printing. This was the first printing, and I'm surprised it even got past the green light for the word, because Rampage is spelled exactly like the video game, and it's got a monster destroying the city, but the only thing is they're all dragons, so that's if it had I could see it even being more, but then again, this does look like Lizzie from the Rampage game, but like I said, they're all dragons, so the only thing missing would be if they had the ape, the wolf guy, and the rat. But so it's a 4-player game. That's the only niche, and it says about half an hour, and it's sometimes a little bit more than a half an hour, but that's usually your first game. Usually it is over in about a half an hour, unless you have players that have analysis paralysis, but even then, you get 2 actions. Once you do your 2 actions, your turn's over. The other players go around, and then there's stuff that then you're. Oh, I don't think I've shown that other thing. And there's 2 different ways you can play the game. I don't think I showed that. Yeah. I don't know if I showed this. Yeah, you got 2 ways you can end the game. This one ends when this whole chart gets filled up. And whoever gets the last one filled up here, they automatically lose. So this is a little bit more of player elimination. So you could basically, if they're in a lead and then they got that filled up, then they're out of the game. There's also this one where it gets filled up and then with the particular colored meeples, and then when it does, the bad event happens. So the blue journalists, if you fill the 3 meeples are put up on here, whether your turn or someone else's turn, because you can get like once 2 get filled up here, and then your turn you actually knock one blue off the board, you're going to trigger it. So it's like, you know, you get to see what's on there, but if you're the one that triggers it on your turn, then you're the one that gets hosed. This one will cause you to lose 1 tooth, and you permanently lose one of your character abilities, super secret ability, or your power. The black, the businessman, if you fill up 3, you're going to lose a tooth, and then one of the other monsters moves you to a different neighborhood. I believe that's what that is. Yeah, relocation. And then mass hysteria, you fill up 3 of the women, you lose a tooth, and the other players will get 1 extra turn. The heroes, you'll you get 3. I'm sorry. The hero saves. You get lose 1 tooth, and I think that one. I think you put 4 of your meeples you collected out of your stomach. I think that's what that one is. That never seemed to. When player returns 4 of his meeples of his choice from his stomach, yeah, that's what I thought. I never had that one happen. And then the green, you fill that up with 3. It's an airstrike, and that's the military, and you're gonna lose 2 teeth. So, yeah. So there's different variants, and like I said, this one you fill up 3, and this one this happens. So this one has a more of a ticking time bomb when the game's gonna end. So it's like. That's the one you really don't want to start having meeples leave the board. On the other ones where it's just a constant penalty that can happen, it's not as bad, but the penalties can do a lot of damage to you, and you can get hurt pretty bad. So, but even if you don't win the game, it's a lot of fun because it's just a chance to just do something silly, have a lot of fun, wreck a lot of things. It's just very chaotic. I really enjoy it. I have not won the game once. Every time I play it with my fiance, she's usually the one that wins. I played a 4-player game with someone else, and she said, "Oh, she didn't think she was going to win," and then like the last turn, she was able to do a lot of damage, and then won the game. So it's like she started off like not doing well, and then later turns she came around and ended up coming from behind. So it's one of those games that can happen. So it's a lot of fun. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about Rampage with you guys. It was a lot of fun. There's a storm going on right now, so I don't know if you can hear that, but I just thought I'd do a quick video. So thanks for watching, and once the weather is not stormy, I will do my God of War. I just didn't have a chance to record anything today because of the weather. So once again, thanks for watching. See you next time.